Today we are going to talk about something special and that which describes you the best. What do you think of it? You all generation. Your generation. Yeah, and before I tell you the specific topic, tell me please, are young people today really different from previous generations, or is it just a stereotype?
Because AI is so developing and
AI. Okay. Okay, tell me please how me and you are different. What's the difference between me and you?
You are older than us.
Thank you. How did you know? You didn't need to tell me it again. Okay. Whatever. So I mean, according to values, to mindsets.
is so higher than us. Your mind are so high.
Oh, okay. Wider. Okay. What else?
And I think you have a lot of experience.
But what about the priorities in life? Are they the same? What do you think? Okay, let's forget about me. Let's think about your parents. Let's take your uncles, your sisters, brothers.
Maybe I think our parents' main priority is like family.
Okay.
Because
What else?
they think they should take care of us, while our main priority is like career, studying career, and working on ourselves.
So your priority is to find a good job, to finish your study, right? But before, our parents used to think about the future, right? About their families, to find a house. Let's test your intuition a little bit. I'm going to read a few statements, and I want you to decide, is it more typical of millennials? Who are millennials?
Oh yes.
Me and your parents. So the generation that's Z, exactly. You are Generation Z or Z. It depends on American or British. I prefer to say Z. So Generation Z or Zoomers, right? And we are millennials. And let's check if you know which girls. Okay, which one is more typical to one of the generations? So, who prefers texting over calling?
Texting or calling.
Texting over calling. Millennials or Zoomers? Zoomers, okay. Who changes jobs frequently?
Zoomers.
Zoomers. Who values work-life balance more than salary? Who values work-life balance more than salary? Okay. Who focuses on saving money? Okay, I can already see some disagreements in the previous questions, right, related to work-life balance. Specific priorities, distinctions, and strong assumptions, right, about different generations. But are they always true?
No.
No, it depends, right? So today we're going to explore one interesting topic, how Generation Z is different from previous generations. And more importantly, why these differences exist. So we will start from dividing you into teams, but I guess you're already sitting. Okay, before we read the text related to this topic, let's discuss how good you know that all the generations that we already have. What do you know about generations and what type of generations do you know? Tell me please.
Generation Alpha.
Alpha,
From 2013.
13, 12 or 13, right?
Millennials, Gen Z, and what generation?
Who were before?
19. World War II.
Okay, let's start from the very first one. It starts in 1928 till 1945, and this one is the silent generation. Silent generation. Any ideas why it was called silent?
They can express ideas.
Great. Why?
Because of the politics in that time.
Great. Because it was the period of Great Depression and World War II, right? And they were so oppressed, so they couldn't share their opinion. They never questioned the authority, right? Because if they did, there are a lot of punishments were happening, right? They didn't speak out, so that's why this generation is called silent or quiet, and that's it. Second one is pretty fun.
Baby boomers.
Baby boomers. Any ideas why they are baby boomers?
They lived after World War II, was they started again developing economy. Just like
Exactly. So this is the period after war, as you mentioned before, and a lot of people were we lost a lot of people after the World War II, and this period covers the period when the population started growth again. So a lot of new births, yeah. So that's why it's like baby boom, sudden growth, explosion in numbers. Next period is from 1965 till 1980, and it's called Generation X. Generation X.
Like X-Men.
Interesting. Any ideas why it's X or X? Because it's unknown or undefined, the society didn't clearly understand them. It's like the period when nothing specific happens, so nothing special about these generations, so unfortunately they were just called like X generation. So X means identity not clearly defined. And the next one, finally, we have millennials.
1996.
Exactly, that's my year here. That ends it.
Or Generation Y.
Yes. Why it's called Gen Y? Just because Y goes after X. Yeah. And why they are called millennials? Any ideas?
Technologies.
Exactly. So I would say they became adults around year 2000, right? 2000 is like millennium, new century. Internet only started developing. And so generation, which is shaped by the new millennium, new century, it's called millennials. And now, your generation. And it ends in 2012. Exactly. So, Gen Z or Zoomers. So tell me please, why are you,
Social media.
it's just a nickname for them. Huh?
Smartphone, social media, internet.
So, generation that lived in the period of, in the digital world, right? Digital era. So from the very beginning, you know everything related to this. And what I wanted to ask you, when were you born?
2005, 2004, 2003, 2006.
My God. Babies. Okay, and the next one is, I would say 24, 25. It's alpha. Yeah, Gen Alpha. And fun fact, it's already Gen Beta.
Alpha, beta, gamma.
Exactly, Omega. I don't know what's going to happen next. But what can you tell me about Gen Alpha?
Maybe 50, 2050.
Huh?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But what can you tell me about Gen Alpha? It's in up to 39, they said. 39. So, why it's Alpha?
Because of advanced AI technology.
Exactly. They fully born in 21st century. They know about AI and everything else. So it's a pretty what will happen with beta, because their generation will fully shaped by AI, by automation and climate change. This is really interesting. Okay, so let's start on the test. This is an interesting article which includes different research and it includes 2 infographics. Let's look into infographics. What it says here. As you can see, we have millennials and Gen Z compared. Millennials have what? They are optimistic risk takers, but Gen Z are more cautious. What does it mean?
Cautious.
Yes, exactly. Cautious.
Yeah, Greek availability.
Exactly. Millennials, they were like risk takers. So wherever, let me do it. So next one. Millennials invest in teamwork and collaboratives. Meanwhile, Gen Z value independence and improving personal skills. True?
Yes.
Yeah, even when I ask my students, they will say, I prefer to work individually. Next one. Communication. Millennials have a balanced preference in all forms of communication. Meanwhile, Gen Z prefers all communication to be digital. Is it true?
Yes.
No.
Again, it's about stereotypes, so we will see if it's true, really true or not.
To be digital means to be alive.
By using smartphones.
So that's interesting because, for example, I'm a millennial, but I hate calling. I prefer texting. I prefer talking to a person through social media rather than meeting this person in real life. But some of you is the opposite.
Yes.
So that's why we will make a conclusion in the end if it's like general for every generation or it's like specific, it depends on the person. Okay, next one, working span. Average job span is 3 years for millennials. Meanwhile, Gen Z, average job span in 2 years and 3 months. What does it mean?
Yeah,
The previous generation, they found a work. They work in this position the whole life. Meanwhile, what about Gen Z? They like, if one problem appears and like, goodbye. I'm quitting this job. I don't want to work here, right? So yeah, now please read this text, and I prepared you to. No, there are several activities. As you can see here, the first is a gist activity. You need to tell me what is the main argument of the text. Then you need to scan the text and fill these. What is this? Venn diagram. Yeah, you will write the differences between millennials and Gen Z, and then in the middle you will write what similarities do they have. As you can see, there are given like 2 differences in values, 2 differences in lifestyle, and 1 similarity. Then we have interference task. It's like, why might Gen Z be more anxious than previous generations, if they are? And we have a critical thinking task, and in the end we have true, false, or not true activity. So you ready? Was to find the main argument of the text, right? So tell me please, what is this? Let's start.
Differences between 2 generations in terms of values, behaviors, their lifestyle, and
Social norms. What is
similarities also.
Similarities, okay, yes. Due to their just digital upbringing, right? It was different. Okay, second one. Who is ready to present their diagrams?
Diagram.
Yes, are you ready?
Okay.
Tell me please, what differences have you found?
Okay, there are some differences. First of all, millennials are listed the rights of ignorance and work as a central life, and high level of stress and risk takers. And Gen Z, the speed upbringing, grow up fully immersed in digital environment, and they are pragmatic, they support equality and
Here. Second, to present your point of view.
I thought
No, you can.
millennials grow up during the rise of the internet and watched digital technology. So adapted to social media and smartphones, and also prefer Facebook and Instagram. Value career growth and job stability. More optimistic about the future.
Okay, what about you?
Born into a fully digital world and considered the first true digital and native generation, and grow up with smartphones and fast internet, prefer TikTok, Snapchat, and short contents.
The differences millennials witness the use of internet, while Generation Z grow up fully immersed in a digital environment. And millennials combining the ambition and with realistic awareness of economic uncertainty, while Generation Z tends to be a more pragmatic.
Let's continue discussion. Now tell me please, let's start from your team. After reading the text, can you answer this question? Why might Gen Z be more anxious than previous generations?
Well, Gen Z, we are living in the world which is fully, not fully developed, developing technology. And in this world, you know that rather than the previous generation, we consume lots of information from the internet and from multimedia, and this causes one of the most psychological effects, aka analyzing and paralyzing. And, the more we consume information, the more we become anxious because we don't know how to act or what to do next. Because we know lots.
We weren't taught how to react. Okay, great. What about your team?
Feel stressed and improving technologies, improving in a lot of measures. We should learn new things fastly, learn to find a job so we can not.
The competition is pretty
Yes, it should be competitive.
Yeah. Also, we can add the social media comparison. Like we are comparing ourselves with others. Now, you ready to answer to true, false, not given? Well, let's walk. Who didn't read? Let's start from them. The first one. Read the first one. One by one. Okay. Let's start.
Generation Z is defined as people born after 1995. It's true.
Is it true? Everybody chose true?
False.
It's false. Why?
Why?
90s, then after the mid of 90s, not exactly 1995, so not specific. In that case, it's false. Second.
Millennials grow up fully surrounded by digital technology from childhood. False.
False. They not fully. Third one. Do you feel the description is accurate for you?
Yes?
Description of Gen Z is accurate for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And tell me in one sentence, how is Gen Z different?
How is Gen Z?
One sentence.
One
Yes.
sentence?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes?
Gen Z prefer more equality.
Equality, great.
I think Generation Z has been shaped by the technology.
Yes, great.
I think Gen Z are growing up by
Millennials. I would explain this difference as Gen Z understands it better that we live only once, we live today. Meanwhile, millennials, they're like, what we will do in the future. For Gen Z, it's like, what will I do today? Right? Okay, good, thank you. And we have one interesting home task for you. You need to take an interview from different generations.
Wow.
I'm not asking you to make videos, just you will write the answers. I've prepared like 4 or 5 questions. Just ask your grandparents, your parents, and maybe like try to find Generation X, Millennials, and even Alpha if you can. Okay, baby boomers. Do we? Oh yeah, baby. Yes. Excellent, Jen. I'm very curious what will they say. I will. Yeah. Yeah, you can ask them to give one commentary about your generation. Okay,